The CAREC Institute, with support from the Asian Development Bank, has developed a series of road safety engineering manuals and technical workshops as a major commitment to improving road safety across Central Asia. The manuals and workshops follow the Safe System approach to road safety, which aims for a road network that is better able to accommodate human errors and to forgive them. This series of short films aims to promote the CAREC road safety engineering manuals, encourage you to join a CAREC workshop in person or online, and to offer a sample of what you will learn from the manuals and the workshops. This is the third short film in the series. It introduces roadside hazard management. Thank you for viewing this short film, and welcome. It's great to have you with us. Who wants to be in a car with the driver asleep at the wheel, leaving a road at maybe 100 kilometres an hour and heading towards a clump of large trees? No one. But many people are killed and injured in such crashes. So, if we want safer roads for all, we also need to provide safer roadsides for all. For this, we need to identify any roadside hazards, investigate the roadside hazards, and implement changes to the roadside hazards. There is a lot in this topic. I will introduce you to roadside hazard management and encourage you to download a copy of the CAREC manual before joining us in a road safety engineering workshop soon. What is a roadside hazard? Anything larger than 100 millimetres in diameter and fixed in place is a roadside hazard. These include many things, including trees, large signposts, overpass piers, culverts, open drains, steep side slopes, and many more. If you have any of these hazards close to your roads, they need to be investigated and treated. But just how close to the road do they need to be considered a roadside hazard? This is where the clear zone concept helps. The clear zone is an area beside the road that should be free of all roadside hazards. It is based on research that demonstrates that most errant vehicles recover within a given distance, and that distance depends on vehicle speed, horizontal curvature, side slope, and traffic volume. For example, if speeds on a road are typically 80 kilometres per hour and there are about 4,000 vehicles per day, the clear zone needed is 6 metres. The clear zone concept can guide designers to design safer roadsides, and it can assist road authorities to allocate resources to get the best crash savings. Once a roadside hazard is identified, we need to investigate and then treat it. I use the 5-point roadside hazard management strategy to help me with this, and it leads me to ask 5 questions. Have we done enough to keep all the vehicles on the road? Can we remove the hazard? If not, can we relocate the hazard? If not, can we modify the hazard? And finally, can we shield the hazard? Once we have identified and investigated a roadside hazard, we need to decide what treatments to implement. If our aim is to keep vehicles on the road, we consider a package of treatments, such as wide paved shoulders with tactile edge lines and reflective guideposts, chevron alignment markers on curves, and perhaps some minor geometric changes. We may decide to remove or relocate the hazard. Poles, fences and structures may be relocated. Drains can be covered, trees and rocks removed. If we aim to modify the hazard, we have several options depending on the hazard. We can place drivable end walls on culverts, or install forgiving light columns, or weaken signposts. Finally, when we have investigated all other options, we may decide to install safety barrier. There are 3 categories of safety barrier: flexible, mainly wire rope; semi-rigid, mostly steel; and rigid barriers, mainly concrete. Each category of barrier has benefits and limitations that make them suitable for some locations but unsuitable for others. All must be installed correctly and then well maintained. The CAREC manual and workshops offer a lot more information to guide your understanding of safety barriers. As I conclude my overview of roadside hazard management, I want to leave you with some new devices that can reduce injuries in run-off-the-road crashes. Tactile edge lines. These give an audio tactile or a sound and feel warning to the driver when a vehicle drifts over them. They are, in my opinion, essential for all CAREC highways. Forgiving lighting columns. These are strong enough to stand up in heavy winds, but they either slip free at the base or they wrap around the vehicle when struck. In these ways, they greatly reduce injuries to the vehicle occupants. Safe end terminals. The terminals of safety barriers should collapse if struck to reduce the risk of spearing. The old fishtail end terminals that are common on CAREC roads present a severe risk of spearing a vehicle. New, safer terminals are available and should be used. Impact attenuators, often called crash cushions. These gradually decelerate a vehicle to prevent high-speed head-on impacts into large fixed objects. They are expensive, but they have been proven to save lives. This film has outlined roadside hazard management. Please go to either the ADB or CAREC websites on the right-hand side of your screen for updates on workshops and to download the CAREC ADB Roadside Hazard Management Manual. It's free and it's available in 4 languages: English, Russian, Chinese and Mongolian. And hopefully you will participate in a CAREC Road Safety Engineering workshop soon, either online or in person. It will be time well spent and it may guide you to a career in which you can save lives on the roads and the roadsides of your country. I look forward to meeting you at a workshop sometime soon.